Ramble.
Thank you to Chime for sponsoring today's episode.
We have moved storage units since I've been here, and we threw a bunch of stuff out.
So you threw away all my old paintings?
There was no old paintings in there.
I had done a lot of watercolors in the old office.
There was
in the early days, and I think that at lunch I would do watercolors, and I said, let's keep these for a keepsake, and I think they threw them all away.
I didn't see a single watercolor when we did that.
I painstakingly painted Keith, Zach, and Jack.
Well, what we thought Jack would look like someday.
When he's 40. And I watercolored that, and I think it should have been at the unit, but yeah, we may have.
Maybe Jack grabbed that one when we were cleaning it out.
Probably.
Well,
yeah.
Probably must have. Did I tell you guys that I had a fun sort of mix-up? It's 2 airports in Los Angeles, right?
Oh no.
LAX and Burby.
Oh no.
Burbank. So I flew out of LAX, and I thought, what's a fun little life hack that I've been doing? This is sort of advice that'll go for miles gone wrong.
Oh, I know.
Advice that'll go for
I know
miles.
exactly where you're going, because I've almost done
Advice that'll go for miles gone wild. Girls Gone Wild much. So basically, I flew out of LAX, and I found that it's actually, if you have a short trip, it's cheaper to park at the airport.
Park at the airport.
And then just get your car.
Even the expensive airport parking.
That's right.
Do it.
So basically, I fly at LAX, park my car, get to my flight, everything is good, and I'm boarding my flight back from New York, and I'm realizing that I'm going to Burbank.
Oh.
Because I didn't book my ticket, my friend did. And I was like, okay, it's a Sunday night, and I'm flying back into Burbank, where my car is not. My car is so far away from Burbank.
Yeah.
So I end up having to fly in on a Sunday night, and then I Uber.
You Uber to LAX?
Because Sarah was with the baby in my new place, and it was like, you can't leave. The baby's asleep.
Yep.
So I'm like, I just have to.
Oh, that hurts.
I have to Uber from the Burbank airport to the LAX.
And for people not
parking.
in LA, it's like an hour and a half.
I was lucky, Rainie, in that it was at night, late on a Sunday night. So one, I was exhausted, but it was 50 minutes in an Uber.
Oh.
And then I was like, all right, here's my car.
Oh,
Glad I saved the money.
Did you check your luggage, or was it carry-on? Because lately, the Burbank airport, the checked luggage takes unbelievably long to come out.
Crazy.
It is like they must be carrying each bag individually off that plane and then loading it onto some little car that travels around for fun, joyrides for a few hours.
I don't really check luggage.
I try not to, but sometimes
I try
they'll
not
go.
to.
Sometimes they go, sorry, it's full. You know what I mean? Sorry, it's full. Oh, are you group P? They'll be like, they'll look at me in the eyes and they go, you're literally a loser because you're in group D for boarding. And then by the time I'm trying to board the plane, they go, oh, you're group D? Sucks to suck, loser.
Grab a tag,
and this will be at the fucking baggage claim.
It'll be free, though.
We'll do it for free. We'll inconvenience you. We'll send your luggage in the bottom of the plane to the other side of the fucking moon for free.
I prefer to check my bag.
I hate checking a bag. Desiree, talk me through that because I'm curious to hear your perspective.
Because it's fucking heavy going through the airport.
How big a bag are we talking?
Do you have a wheelie?
Well, I just barely
He's got one of those rectangular ones.
Yeah, I definitely have a rectangular one.
Oh.
I just barely carried my luggage through the airport by myself for the first time, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm scared that all my liquids are going to be like, you got to throw them away. And I tried, I have too many liquids to be going through them.
What liquids are you traveling?
Shampoo,
lotions, conditioner, makeup,
shampoo,
Listerine.
Well, you're not going travel size. You said I want to bring the whole thing.
No, I'm going travel size, but I have a lot of travel size products. So
it's mostly it's skin, it's hair, it's everything.
Yeah, it's makeup.
It's makeup.
The makeup plus the skincare plus the hair care.
How liquid does it have to be for them to get mad at me?
Yeah, I've wondered that.
Can I
That's a
freeze
great
it
question.
and then it's a solid?
No idea.
That's a good
That's
question.
a loophole.
Loophole, I froze my shampoo.
Also, Desiree orders a little snack box at every single plane ride she goes
Not
on.
every single
Do
one.
you go to C's Candy and you get like a little
I love to get those little cheese boxes.
on the plane?
Yes.
The plain boxes.
They're like, hey, for $27.99, you
They're
can have
usually
a
like-
Gruyere and some crackers.
They're like $10 to $15, and I usually have like such short turnarounds like in between my flights that I like don't have time to buy anything there anyway. So I'm like, I'll just wait till the plane.
Guys, I hate to give my advice early, and it's going to be something else by the time we get to the end, but I've been really deeply contemplating a lunchbox. And I know that, like, gasps are being had in the car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like...
Don't you work at home?
Okay, yeah. But sometimes I want to lunch. No, the problem is I often go to my little studio, and I'm working from there. And if I'm at my studio, or this is the thing with the plane, I'm on the plane, and all the time I'm going, you know what? I just want a simple snack. I'll just get some almonds. And it's like, okay, $12.50 later for a packet of almonds at the store. It's like, this is not worth it. But if I had a little lunchbox, I could sort of make a sandwich or a quesadilla.
A quesadilla for lunch is delicious. Great idea.
A quesadilla to
I've
go.
never thought of that,
cold
but that's great.
quesadilla?
Well,
I love a
obviously-
cold quesadilla.
I bring
Quesadilla's
hand
good.
warmers. I bring hand warmers.
Okay.
Ew.
Hot hands.
Okay, wait, actually, why are we not talking about hand warmers to warm up my stuff?
Wait, there's
got a
no
chemical
way.
problem.
Well, you gotta
it's
you
safe.
have to shake it.
No, but you shake it and then it gets hot, and so I put it on two sides of a grilled cheese.
But it's not getting
Ew.
like hotter than probably 90 degrees.
You could have a hot plate.
And
Wait.
then your
In your
whole
office.
dirty hand is touching that entire cheese. What
Well,
is
no,
it?
you
burger?
put it in a plastic baggie.
You wash your hands.
You melt.
So you're gonna melt the plastic.
Well, but it's gonna grill the cheese. Desiree. You put it next to a metal hot plate. You're making your own hot plate.
Okay.
DIY.
I don't.
I have a
know.
bag of snacks in the car if anybody's hungry, and some of those include snacks I got on an airplane.
What kind of snacks are we talking?
There's probably some
Got any
Cheetos, Fritos,
cheese?
the various varieties.
Is anybody hungry? Goldfish?
No
I
thanks.
don't want those. Here's another question.
Snack that smiles back.
I do like goldfish. When I'm on the plane, I don't know if there's a rule about how many, because I've been really getting audacious with, they go, which one do you want? And I go, I'd like all three of them.
Can I have all of them?
They go, do you want the pop chips or the fucking plantain chips or for me to go away? And I say, I'd actually like, sometimes I'll go 2 bags of plantain. I'll just order like it's a menu.
Your planes have plantain?
That's
Mine has
what-
You're in JetBlue.
only
one I
pretzel.
just did. Yeah, it's JetBlue.
But pretzel's so good in the air. It's like a
Ugh.
different. It's like a different
It's
thing.
different. It's saltier.
Pretzels are good in the air.
Yeah, and Coke tastes different in the air too.
That is
There's
true.
something.
They did this study. There's a radio lab about it, I think.
Tell us, Miles.
Do you listen to the same radio lab?
No,
Sorry.
I don't.
Are
I
you
only listen to audiobooks,
Are you
people.
mad?
anti-radio lab?
No, I
So,
don't.
but basically it was about how planes long ago, the selling point used to be the food, and then they were like, why the fuck are we putting kitchens on planes? We should make this a bad experience for everyone because it's cheaper. But what they figured out was that they had to season food differently because you taste like 30% more umami in the air and like 50% less salt.
Yeah.
So the way that you experience things is very different in the air because of the pressure
and
and
pressure
the atmosphere
and,
and the dryness.
And a lot of
And the
airplane
sound.
food is made in Colorado at a very high elevation.
That's right. It's different.
Oh.
So they do this thing where like essentially also the sound affects the way you taste.
That's crazy.
It's just really weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the because that like loud sound of the engine, it affects the way that you
Whoa.
experience taste. And so they have to season when you get like if you're like an international flight and they're like, here's this food. They season it if you had that on the ground, it would taste weird.
Oh my God.
It's differently seasoned.
Maybe I should take my box to the ground and then
And
eat
see
it
it.
then.
That's
And
not-
do a science
that's not bad
experiment.
idea.
You know what we
And
should
TikTok
do
it.
is next time we do it, we should get all their snacks and keep them. And then go to the store and buy normal version snacks and do a side-by-side taste test on the pod. Who's flying next? Zach is. When Zach comes back, I'll tell him, save all the snacks. We'll buy the same snacks and try both snacks in a pack.
Airplane. Eat the menu airplane.
Yeah.
I really feel like we should introduce Desiree.
Yeah, you guys haven't even introduced me. I've never been on the plug
Wait,
before.
sorry. I assume that everyone knows Desiree because she's iconic.
Everybody knows Des.
Hey.
I assume that Desiree is a household name.
as I should
Just
be.
out. Where do I go?
Yep,
Well,
pull in
okay,
there.
I
Oh,
guess we can introduce Desiree. This is my friend Desiree.
Hey.
We went to high school together.
What should I do?
Just wait. I have the little app, and we're gonna let us open up the gates.
Sick.
Desiree is an employee of Second Try LLC. She hails-
Limited Liability Corporation.
She is from Vermont.
Yep.
And
She plays rugby. What
Yep.
else do we know about Desiree?
lives
Quiz
on the
time.
west
She's very
side.
funny. She's
Mhm.
she's a Swiftie.
Yep.
little known fact, was popular in high school.
Desiree was popular in high school?
Where did you get that little known
Wait,
fact?
whoa.
You told me.
I did not say that.
Oh my God!
Are you
Desiree
embarrassed that you're
exposed.
popular in high school?
Desiree is exposed for being popular.
It would be a 50-50. It depends who you're talking to. We're all the way at the end on the right.
Okay, good. I'm just guessing.
Desiree.
It's one of those things where it's, yep, right here.
Homecoming queen.
What? No, I was actually junior year homecoming princess.
Oh!
That's incredible.
Wow.
Can I just park like this?
Yeah, you can park like this. That's
Cool.
how I park.
So okay, so what are we? You've got a bunch of things.
You got a
Talk
bunch
to-
of stuff.
Talk to us about the storage unit.
So I actually right now have receipts, I think from 2021 or 2022 that Devin
Nice.
asked me to put in the storage
I
unit.
kind of want to know just what like one receipt is of.
I think we can burn those.
No, one more year.
No, you need them for tax
One
purposes.
more year.
Some
Yeah.
of them might be me doing shady stuff.
One
I think
more
we
year.
just burn. I think we just burn.
One more year.
And then I have
Give it one more year.
a bunch of food coloring that needs to go back in our kitchen storage. I actually had way more things to bring, but there was not enough room in this car.
If you see any that are from the podcast department, it's just Jared
Podcast department never submits their receipts.
Oh, that's right. We're in luck.
I remember early on in the podcast, I did receipts one time and then I never did them again.
Well, yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know what
believe
happened with that
receipts
project.
sort of they got off. They do them overseas.
No.
Actually, outsourced
We
receipts,
outsource
for the
receipts
podcast department
so
to
that they can do
someone
it
that-
overnight in England.
They do them in London while we're asleep.
You guys are crazy.
Brighten up the back.
Sorry, but Desiree, what's
so
going
yeah,
on
what
in your
else?
world
Yeah.
today?
Well, today we are still wrapping from war, so we have to bring.
War. It's without a recipe.
Oh yeah, sorry, without a recipe.
Literally, I sometimes am like, oh yeah, I'm going home for war. And my sister is like, are you good? Like, what is going on?
I'm going home from the war.
I'm going home for war. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
war is without a
so
recipe.
we keep a lot of our kitchen unit things in the storage unit. So like big kitchen appliances. So a lot of those have already been brought back, but there are still some things like food dye because we have some in the office, but we have a bunch of extras
Now,
that we
how-
can store in there.
How organized is the storage unit? Because I remember the storage unit for the first one we had was the shed. And that was sort of a Miles.
That became sort of the rat's
It was sort of a Miles project.
Yeah, it was.
And it was sort of a Miles project where I would go in the shed and they'd say, what do we do with this? Let's just put it in the shed. And then rats ate everything.
And then rats got in.
And then we
they
had to
sort
throw
of
away everything.
they sort of turned it into a little Chuck E. Cheese for
It
themselves.
was
Good for
a
them.
disgusting place to be. And then our storage unit was somewhere else. And we sort of hunked everything in there. And then Desiree said we moved to this one.
Yeah, we cleaned out, me, Jonathan, and Jack cleaned out that entire storage unit and moved it over to this one. And we got rid of a lot of things.
My
This
water
one is definitely way more organized than the last one, but I haven't been here in a while. And so it's a lot of other people like freelancers and stuff that come in here. So
If it's a
might-
mess,
You
it's
know
probably
they're just,
Whoa.
they're just Amazon delivery chucking it in.
We have a whole system for the kitchen equipment because I have a whole spreadsheet inventory of like a check-in, check-out system.
Dewey Decimal.
But we also have all of those freaking Jaybirds in there.
Oh my gosh.
sick.
And
Oh, all
those
the
are taking up
Jaybirds.
so much room.
We only have one box. We sold the rest of them. By the way, is this the episode where we also talk about the holiday party that I was
I
at?
think we should.
Yeah.
I missed the holiday party once again. I think I missed last year too. Oh, last year Sarah was pregnant and I was shooting something.
This guy's gonna put his whole family in a storage unit.
my
That
God.
seems really
Oh my God, look at
A
them
lot of
staring
children.
at us.
Hello. So I missed last year's holiday party, but I stopped by the after party very briefly because I was shooting something the next day at 5 a.m. And then this week I had
Yeah, but Sarah made it, so that's all that matters.
Sarah did go, which I'm glad she
Sarah
went.
was Becky's +1.
Hell yeah.
The man at the door asked me if I had a +1. And I said, I guess not.
No, Becky gets her own.
She gets her own. I was like, I guess I could have brought a friend.
Yeah, right.
I didn't. Also, a lot of my friends
Yeah, a
were
lot
out
of
of
friends
town.
were there.
They were and other ones that weren't there were out of town.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I had fun.
Yeah, I had a good time.
What was your favorite moment?
Yeah.
I had a very interesting conversation with our DP, Chris. It was we were locked in for a little
What
bit.
did he say?
Actually, you guys were locked in. I
You
saw
were.
it.
I was
Yeah.
leaving and we're like, what are they talking
What were you
about?
talking about?
So much. It got literally. Well, the thing is like I'm like he's around, but he's very diplomatic. There's a shield, and I was like, now is my moment. I will be finding out what his childhood was like.
Oh, really? You went deep. You went deep in there.
I
Yeah.
will say, Chris and I shut the bar down. We were the last people
great.
there.
That's awesome.
That's
oh my
great.
God, that's great.
And then also the food. I ate a lot.
Were you at Rasa Blue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Blue.
That pasta was so good.
Yeah.
Which one? The vegetarian lasagna, or the bolognese.
I like the
bolognese.
bolognese.
There wasn't enough bolognese.
Of
That was
course-
my biggest complaint.
Of course there
They
wasn't.
gave us
Keith.
like four, but hold on. They gave us like 6 sheets of vegetarian
Yeah.
lasagna and 6 little bowls of bolognese.
Yeah.
That wasn't enough.
Yeah.
my area had enough.
Yeah,
Well,
you guys
yeah.
had wasted food at the end. I saw it.
It was and
You know it's true.
Classic
You know
Keith.
it's true. It was or was there not wasted food of every single dish that came to your section?
Not every single dish.
Which ones did you finish?
I don't remember, but I know
That's
we had
right.
empty dishes.
No, they did it.
Yes.
Those are your own plates.
And
here's
you-
here's what I'll say. I was at Desiree's end of the table. The reason that I ate so much is because nobody else was eating, and I was like,
Well, to be
if
fair,
I'm not gonna leave
listen,
this.
listen. We did also have three people on our end of the table that couldn't eat our food. They had their
Oh,
own
that's
individual.
right.
That's
That is-
similar
they had-
to what happened last
Oh,
year.
They
they were
had their
allergic
like
to cheese?
vegetarian,
Yeah.
vegan, pescatarian. Like they had their own dishes.
Well, if you're counting Zach and Maggie, they were in a central area. They
we
were actually
no,
not related
we
to
were
you.
actually.
Huh?
I was talking
They were
about
in the middle.
Devin,
Devin and
Michelle, and
Michelle.
Leslie. So
Oh.
Okay, good.
Why didn't you? I guess I'm curious, Keith. If you were still hungry,
Mhm.
why didn't you
No.
go?
Because
Why didn't you go over
they
No.
there?
don't like that.
They didn't like you.
it happened last year. Keith stole all of our seafood when
But
we
they
weren't.
weren't gonna
But we
eat
weren't done with it. We were gonna eat it. You just.
Whoa. Keith left hungry.
They were not going to eat it. Becky was secret pregnant at the time, and I knew there were two oysters that no one knew who they belonged to. They belonged to me, Becky's husband.
Whoa. So you wanted to suck down those
No,
oysters?
I
he
sure did.
I
thieved
love
those
an
from
oyster.
Devin and I.
I did.
Oh,
I
and
love
last Major Domo?
Yes.
Yes.
That one, I liked Major Demo more than Rosa Blue, but I liked Rosa Blue.
I
just
really
I like
liked
Major
Rosa
Domo
Blue.
better.
The things
I
that
like
they,
Blue
the
better.
things
No,
that
not better.
Whoa.
Not
I
better.
just really, really liked the
you.
bolognese.
I loved it. I
Bolognese
thought
was
it
great, but there wasn't
amazing.
enough of it.
Maybe you've got some big goals this year. You know, you need supplies for a new semester. Maybe get that gym membership. Oh, look at you working out. Well, no matter how you're starting off the year, when you use the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, you can build your credit scores with on-time payments for everyday purchases. Plus, there's no annual fee, interest, or credit check to get started. You can use it everywhere Visa credit cards are accepted. You're going to build credit using your own money, and by the way, you get a checking account too. Woo! Get paid up to 2 days early with a qualifying direct deposit. You can get access to your money sooner. Start building your credit. Open a Chime checking account with at least a $200 qualifying direct deposit to get started. Get started at chime.com/tryguys. That's chime.com/tryguys. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A., members FDIC. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and over-the-counter advance fees may apply. Call 1-844-244-6363 for details. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. Spot me, eligibility requirements, and overdraft limits apply.
I think Major Domo is like maybe a little bit more upscale. I don't even know
It
if
was a
that's
little
true.
more upscale.
Yeah.
Also, the entire restaurant had been bought out by a different company, and we were on the outside patio. And the
I had
intimacy
no
was
idea.
not.
Everybody was staring when I walked through, but that just happens sometimes with my hair. But I think it's because we were
It
outsiders.
was, it
now
was
that I
because
think
they
about
had bought the
Heavens with
entire
my
inside.
hair, she says.
There's another company bought the entire inside of the restaurant, but obviously that's the only place the bathrooms are.
Oh.
So we kept having to crawl through their nice little restaurant to use their their little bathrooms that smelled crazy, by the way. They didn't smell bad like you expect a bathroom to smell bad. They smelled bizarre.
I will say at the one from last year, they had heated toilet seats. This place didn't.
Yeah, Major Domo.
Heated toilets.
Yeah,
for your
they had
butt.
like a whole remote that you can change the whole
your
system
butt.
for your
You
butt.
can change.
I would never leave if I had one of those. I would always be in the back.
I remember because after that we were like, we need heated toilet seats for the office.
Sorry, Rainie said she would never leave.
Can you imagine? I feel like I would just would not want to stand up ever.
Yeah, I get that.
Isn't it bad
Yeah.
to sit on the toilet for a long
I
time?
think
Is
it
it?
becomes your intestines
It's
come
bad for your
drip
prostate.
out.
Yeah.
Let your
Ew,
intestines
drip
drip
out?
out.
No, they're not going to drip out, Rainie. Rainie is fear mongering on the show. But I think it's supposedly it's like it puts a stress on your intestine.
Yeah.
So it's kind of pushing.
Well,
up.
what if I'm not just what if I'm just sitting?
No, it's not good. It's like you shouldn't
It's
text on the
stretching
toilet after you poop
Yeah.
because
I'm a big toilet
What if you're
texter.
busy?
No, I know.
What if you're so
I
busy
know,
and
I
people are
know,
wanting to know?
I know. It's going to make your
But back
butthole
in the day,
explode.
though, they were like, don't read the newspaper, don't read a magazine, don't do
on the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay, what's wrong with the toilet? Why isn't it just like sitting on any other seat?
Because
the
there's
hole.
a donut. So think about what is pushed down.
Your butt.
It's your butthole,
Yeah.
Desiree.
Okay.
It's your butthole.
Okay.
Sorry.
I guess.
Thank
I
you
just
for
don't
apologizing.
understand it.
Look, I'll draw a picture. And when we're in there, you should find a watercolor.
I don't know if we have
Of
any.
a
Oh, we actually
toilet
do
seat.
have an arts and crafts thing in there.
Maybe
Arts
my
and crafts
watercolors,
bin.
my painstaking watercolors are in there.
I'm really scared to
Should
see
we
what the
go in?
storage unit's going to look like.
Yeah, let's
let's
go
go.
in, gang.
Okay.
We'll see you in the water.
We'll see you in the water.
Okay, are we ready for the grand reveal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa! I sort of thought it would be 7 times the size.
Yeah, not
I
a lot of stuff in here.
Thought there'd be way fewer
We threw out stuff.
boxes.
We
For
threw out
what?
We threw out a lot. There was a lot of old. Here, do you guys want to get inside?
Oh, my
Is it
watercolors.
gonna be?
Try to slither through.
Yeah, do you
Let's
want
kind of slither in.
to come in?
So these boxes are the
Slithering.
birds.
Yeah, these are all the birds. Jaybirds, jaybirds.
Damn. Oh, sorry. A lot of, honestly, okay, we got fryers. We got like a full kitchen
Look
set
at these
in here.
tiny
Yeah.
pans. That's adorable. I feel like if I was a drummer, I could play a little song on all.
Oh
of
my
them.
God, guys, seeing this makes me want to organize it because it's not the way it should look.
Oh, really?
Wait,
It's
tell
even
us,
more
what do you
organized
mean?
than this?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, when you're putting fryers up here, put them the same way.
Oh, that is weird. One of them is not the right way.
Yeah, that's
And-
fucked up.
That's fucked.
I hate this.
These should all be hanging up. I have a picture of how when I organize this of what it should look like. I'm a little type A
Teapot.
with
Oh,
this.
is that
type-
really
with
you,
this type of
Desiree? Desiree, you're type
So
A?
I'm really trying to learn how to relax because I'm like, well, as long as I don't have to go to the storage unit every single time we bring stuff back, if it just is a little messy, it's a little messy.
I'm gonna come here every time I'm cooking a big fucking meal.
Yeah,
in
we
my
got it.
house.
You could just use
Except
it
if
for
you
your
do
own.
it, you got to check everything in and out on my little system, or else I'll be real
Oh.
upset.
You- do you
Somehow
have
I
little
feel like I'm
barcodes?
gonna get away with it.
Somehow I think you
Somehow
might
I
get
feel
away with
like
it.
I'm gonna get away with
Yeah.
it. I'll try to be respectful.
Somehow
but
I
if-
feel like you will too.
So these
Yeah.
clouds, there's little clouds over there.
Oh yeah, so this
it's
is our,
Romeo
these
and
are from
Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet live.
Romeo.
In case you do another live Shakespeare.
Yeah.
or we need clouds. You never know.
Or something else.
We never know.
Oh wait, I need to get these sprinkles for the video tomorrow.
Oh shit! Thank goodness.
Do you need anything else?
Lighting is bad.
No, but I should grab that file of things for Devin.
I
That's
should grab that file.
Okay, let's go through the memories of these. Like this
Yeah.
thing.
Let's
what's
go through her
this?
memories.
that is from the
That's like a game show.
the gay game show that we did.
Uh-huh.
Eugene's gay game show.
Hey, that's mine.
Yeah, that is yours, Keith.
I was
Take
wondering
it.
where that went.
Take it.
That's
Maybe I
Keith's-
will.
Keith,
Take
that's
it.
a box that was in the podcast studio for a long time in the closet.
Hmm.
And I sort of said, let's put that puppy back
What
there.
even is it?
It's
lights, it's an audio mixer.
It's just
Oh.
it was the first audio mixer for the company because I had it.
Yeah, Keith just had
Oh,
it. And we
wow.
did our Patreon live streams on there.
It's not a bad mixer. It's probably not great now.
No,
living in
it's-
this
yeah.
dusty room that's not temperature controlled. and
What I
wet.
realized after we used it was that the Zoom H6 does that.
Oh yeah, but back then
Back
that didn't
then, we
exist.
didn't have a Zoom
this,
H6.
This was I bought this in 2011
Yeah.
or something. So like at the time it was pretty amazing.
It
And
was
still
good.
it still
it's
works.
nice. It's a good piece.
I might take it.
Rainie, the camera's over here, just so you know.
I am deep in thought about
Yeah, what are your feelings?
So when I did my informational interview with Will Whitwer, which was so life changing,
Yeah.
truly, like actually not even a joke because I'm here now.
That's right.
He was like, we were talking about audio, and I was like, oh yeah, I know people who like record over Zoom, and it's really bad. And he was like, well, the Zoom is fine. And he was talking about Zoom H6,
Oh, yeah.
and I was talking
Oh.
about Zoom, the website.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Classic mix up.
That's that's
an
something
audio
that's
content.
a 2020 plus joke right
That's
there.
right. That's the 2020 style.
Man, Skype really fucked up, huh?
Yeah, Skype really fumbled
How
the
did
ball.
they how did they
yeah.
fuck that up so hard?
So much so that we went with a company called Zoom that also sucked at the time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gotten better, but especially
and
at the
Remember
beginning.
Google was there
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, but like Zoom cashed the check
Yeah, they did it.
that Skype
Yeah.
and Google Meet
Wrote
they
forever.
wrote forever.
Yeah.
But it was like, who the hell is Zoom?
I used Zoom before the pandemic. I worked for a
What?
law firm, like an international law firm, so they use Zoom, like video conferencing, to like meet with their clients and
you
stuff
were an
all around.
international lawyer before this?
I actually worked as a marketing assistant at an international law firm.
You know,
I would love to see that short
I believe
film.
it.
I
believe
cried
it.
myself to sleep
Oh,
every night.
no.
You know who else failed? Blue Jeans. That's a video like very corporate
even
people
know.
Oh,
use
I remember
Blue
this.
Jeans, and
Yeah.
Microsoft Meet. I think is also one that
Oh,
sucks.
Microsoft Rooms or whatever.
Something like that. They suck. Anytime a company makes me use one of those, Blue Jeans or
Yeah.
Microsoft something, I'm
I
like,
have never heard of Blue
get
Jeans.
out
Heard
of
of Blue
here.
Jeans.
I hate it because it's one of
Hannah
those that's
Montana's
like
horse.
this probably won't work on it, so you'll need to download it to your computer. I'm like, oh god damn it, just for this stupid meeting with these people who won't like me.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, it's
Keith.
always like pitch room meetings. It's like they're just not they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to hear your stupid idea.
Yeah, I think, well, Zoom is just so corporate. Like, I think that the logo could really use some zhuzhing, and
Well,
they need
yeah.
to get some Gen Z in there.
I agree. Zoom sort of, it looks and feels like operating a piece of machinery.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm in a cubicle.
It's like,
I'm looking at
okay,
Zoom logo.
waiting
I am in
room.
a cubicle.
I
Yeah.
will say I like Zoom over Google Meet. We use Google
Really?
Meet, and I
Well, I
hate
like-
it.
I like Google way more.
What do you like Zoom more?
I don't know. I just can't understand the user interface.
Google Meet is so simple.
I know. I think it's too simple for me. I'm like, I want to be able to customize, do a little thingy.
Oh, you want to do a thingy thing.
Yeah.
I like Google Meet because it's easy. I can click from the calendar and then I'm in the video. I like that.
You could do that on Zoom too.
Yeah, but it has to
Zoom.
launch Zoom, and then Zoom's like, Zoom is launching. Here's your room,
Oh, yeah,
ready
I
to
don't
join.
like
Now
that.
go in. Okay, you're here. Here they are.
And remember the pandemic.
You've got 45 minutes.
You guys have the most insane camera angles on this show.
Oh.
What are you talking? What are you
do you
talking
mean?
about?
Well, Rainie has Rainie Cam.
Obviously.
We're about to revolutionize it because what we realized is we can do the chest mount, but then we can put a selfie stick on it. So this is going to be the version 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
This will be version 2, so all three of us will wear our own camera angle.
And just whack each other with it.
Exactly. I guess it'll be shorter,
Yeah.
Just in case.
just in case we hit each other
Yeah.
accidentally.
So, Desiree, Miles is thinking about revamping his look, and I'm wondering what you think he should do.
Oh, I didn't know Desiree was going to be brought in. That was a private conversation, Rainie.
Okay. What do you mean revamping your look?
Well, I basically am sort of going through a fashion crisis.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
Don't before
I mean, you
you
are in a
say
great
before you
outfit.
say I know, because I don't want to hear that because
I
I'm
like
fragile.
that sweatshirt.
I'm a little too fragile to
liked
hear
it
that right
too.
now.
I love a crew neck.
I am sort of going through what I call I turned 30 and I feel like I want a new brand identity visual wise.
Okay.
Obviously, Desiree, you're somebody who has an iconic visual brand. The hair,
Thanks.
etc.
Doesn't look great today. It's in a pony, but it's gonna do what it's gonna do.
Look, a medium pony is a great look. I
I did see Kyle this weekend and got it
Oh!
refreshed.
Desiree and Miles are the same hairdresser.
Yeah,
We do have the same hairdresser.
hairdresser.
And also I recommend Desiree, so I folded her in.
Yeah.
Oh, can you recommend me?
We'll talk after.
I mean,
No.
I just need a simple cut, really. I don't need hair color. You don't do hair color either.
I will say a simple cut is pretty expensive from our guy.
Yeah, our guy is sort of
Oh.
a premium hair salon guy.
How much you paying?
I don't even want to say.
Please.
It's too much. It went
This
up.
weekend I paid $175 just for a cut.
That
Not,
sounds-
not including tip, not including my color.
Yeah, ladies
Oh.
have the.
That is a lot of koosh.
Yeah, I'm paying significantly less for my haircut.
Now, I will say, but yeah, I just am looking for I want people to look at me. You know, Desiree, when people look at you, they go, whoa, look at her hair.
Dye your
Yeah.
hair.
That's cool.
That'll
Dye your
actually.
hair.
I thought about
Kyle
doing,
can do it.
I was like, what if this is so crazy, but I was like, what if I went blonde?
Yeah.
I think
That's in.
It's such a crazy move.
Cornelia Snow.
Literally, that's what I was just gonna say.
What if you just bleach your beard?
Coriolanus.
The beard is not getting bleached. The
My
other
apologies,
option is
Coriolanus.
that one, I could get a haircut and it's and I'm like a little shorter hair, or I get a mustache, which I think is also kind of funny.
I love that.
Is that bad?
You have a good mustache, though.
It's
I
a
feel
big
like.
mustache.
You would have a good one.
Yeah, you would have a good
You
mustache.
gotta just go down to the Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
first, though. You know.
I just am like, I don't
You
know.
gotta keep the
I
That's
need a
scary.
change, and then also
Just for
clothes wise, I'm like, should I be wearing way more denim, way
Okay.
less denim?
This is my tip as somebody who has colored hair, and so not like this. I wouldn't normally wear because it just looks crazy. But
a
it's
lot of color.
But it was
That's
raining. It's a, kind of a rain jacket.
I think it's a
my,
cool jacket.
It's my college rugby jacket, whatever. But
Whatever.
I try to only buy neutral colors, pink, blue, and green, because it goes with my hair the best.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's one of those. What do people call them? Like the not a closet wardrobe,
Oh, capsule.
capsule wardrobe. It's not that. I have too many clothes for it to be a capsule wardrobe. But I try to get things now that I'm like, I could just throw that on with that and it looks fine.
Yeah, I think I just need to
You need a few colors or something.
Yeah, and I have a couple items, but I just feel like every day I want to be like, whoa,
I
look good. I don't feel like that.
I was thinking, what if someone else just picked out clothes for me every day and I would just wear it?
a
Wouldn't that be
stylist.
nice? Yes, but
I'd
like
like a stylist.
Like a stylist who comes into my house, brings a new outfit, lays it out. I wake up, I put it on, and I'm like, that's it.
that would be fun.
that
Wouldn't
sounds
that be
great.
nice?
One thing that has really helped me in a lot of different avenues of my life is I was recently got into drawing. 6 months ago, I got into drawing, and I was like, how do I draw? Like,
Rainie,
why
I don't
is
think
it
you've
so
mentioned this
bad?
that
Yeah,
much.
I've never heard this before.
Rainie's
I love
an
it.
artiste. Leonardo da Vinci just called.
Like, well, it was okay. Like last January, I was like kind of into it, and then I did forget about it. But in the time that last January I was into it, I was like, how do I do this? Like, why does my things look so bad? So, number one tip, if you're drawing an orange, have a picture of an orange. So you're not just like, what does that look like? How I can't imagine.
This is a
You
good
know,
tip.
Like a picture of an orange, not a physical
It's a great
orange.
tip.
Yeah, eat an orange.
Either one.
Well, like I didn't know if it was different, like
Look
looking
at
at the
what you're
orange in a
doing.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it could be either because it's just you're really just copying it. Like maybe an orange is hard, like is a harder one, but like let's say like
Very hard.
Rainie, I agree with this tip.
yeah. So I think
I
we
would
need
say
to-
many artists would agree with this tip.
If you're drawing something, look at the thing.
Most artists do
don't
that.
just do it from your brain
Don't just do it from your memory.
or your
until
imagination.
you.
I remember, I think, what an orange might look like.
I feel like maybe an orange is a great one actually to try to do from memory because
It's orange.
it's,
It's a circle.
Well, but see, if you just
Where's
draw a
the
circle, is
shadow?
that
There's
really
a
going to
nipple.
look
There's
like
a nipple
it?
you're forgetting
and
about.
then you got the dimples.
Yeah, there's a little texture to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
you gotta
it's
look-
not
yeah.
perfect.
Not perfect, not a perfect circle. So my whole point to that is I think that you should get a style. You should have a style icon and copy their looks.
Look at them
Yeah.
when you're putting your
Yeah,
clothes on.
do you have anybody you're like, you look slay?
Bradley,
I really like how Maddie Matheson dresses, actually.
He is a funny dresser.
He
He's good,
he
though.
wears like really adventurous clothing, but it's like a lot of patterns, a lot of textures, but then like I don't know,
But
he
he
looks
also
fucking classic.
he also has a ton of tattoos
That's a
and
good
very
point.
intense hair. So his whole visual brand is a lot.
Yeah.
You have a very quiet visual brand.
I would,
Ooh.
I will be. I would
feel
cry
offended.
about
I feel
that if I were
offended.
you.
I feel
why?
offended.
You're soft.
Quiet visual brand. I'm going to say into the mirror before I go to sleep. Quiet visual brand.
So I'm just saying,
See,
you will need to
For
change.
quiet.
You need to have blonde hair, a Hulk Hogan
Yeah,
mustache.
how do you feel about
Then you can-
jewelry?
I would venture into jewelry. I mean, I have a wedding ring, but I would be like,
Yeah.
I have a friend that
Bare minimum.
just got into he has like a chain. Like he got like this cool kind of chain, and then he has a bracelet that
Yeah,
matches.
chains and bracelets
And I
are
was
cool.
like, everyone like it's all we've talked about. We're
Chains-
like,
chains
do you
are-
see
yeah, chains are
his
big.
bracelet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Do you guys have the same wedding ring?
Rose
really
gold.
similar. Yes,
Rose
they're
gold.
both rose gold.
Rose gold.
wow.
His
Flat
is
cut.
his is bigger and narrower than mine, but they're both rose gold, flat, boring.
How'd you decide on that color?
I didn't want gold, and I think I did the more modern cut. There's like a
oh
slope
yeah.
cut versus a flat cut, and I was like, I liked rose gold too. I just got mine on Etsy. This is cheap.
I've worn this ring every day since 7th
That's
grade.
chastity.
Really?
Wow.
This is a purity ring.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, Desiree.
Jonas Brothers really did one on me, you know?
Joe Bro style.
So, bro,
But yeah, I think honestly it would be fun to get a stylist, like someone
Yeah.
who knows
Yeah.
shit, to be like, this is what you should be wearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that we should get a thumbnail and then go get coffee.
That sounds awesome.
Okay.
and then like throw the receipt away,
And then
Yeah.
throw the
and
receipt
not let
away
anybody know that we
and
did
burn it. Okay, the thumbnail
Okay.
should obviously
Okay.
be us a little bit outside of it.
All right. Hot chocolate for Keith. Keith, what's your favorite flavor of hot chocolate?
I don't love. I mean, it's fine. I
You're
guess
not a sweets person.
no, and I do like hot chocolate when I'm playing in the snow.
True.
That is so beautiful.
Isn't that the time to have hot chocolate?
I also-
After a long day of sledding, you come in and you're cold to the bone, and then your mom has made you some Swiss Miss hot chocolate packets.
I mean, Desiree, you're from Vermont, so you probably have like a very personal history with snow days.
Yes, I do.
Did
What
you
is-
have snow days? Because apparently, also, by the way, guys, that snow days don't exist anymore because of fucking Zoom.
Yeah, that sucks.
Worst.
I did have snow days. The days that the buses couldn't get to the kids and they were like, it was too cold to be shut for them to run, or
Yep.
the
Yeah.
streets were too slick.
Yep.
Those were when we couldn't come in. But if it was just too cold, they still let you in, but you'd have to have a recess inside.
I hated
at a
indoor
certain
lunch.
temperature.
Ugh. Indoor lunch was
Indoor
so
lunch.
Indoor lunch. You
boring.
had lunch outside?
indoor lunch.
No, I know, but what?
Indoor
No,
recess.
indoor. Yeah, but we just called it indoor lunch. But we watched
What?
Ratatouille like
But it
every
was-
single
it was
time.
Indoor
recess?
lunch, but it was recess. Was your lunch outside?
No. I'm just saying, like, okay, recess and lunch were the same block period for me.
You just
Instant
didn't
side
go to the
days.
cafeteria?
So they wouldn't let you outside.
Are we talking elementary?
I'm talking everything.
Any of them.
Donut
I gotta
day.
flip around.
What do you mean? You could have just pulled in.
There was a left turn going that way that would have
Said
prevented me
don't.
from turning
Whatever,
in.
I would have done it.
Well, it's illegal.
Oh.
Desiree's a lawbreaker. Desiree, have you ever been arrested?
Technically no.
No comment.
Technically, no, she says.
I've been in the back
been
of
in
a
handcuffs?
Cop
cop car and I
Wait.
had to be driven home by the cops.
Where? And
Underage drinking in Vermont, but that's
Let's-
wiped from my record now.
that's not on my record anymore. How'd you get caught? You were at a party?
Yeah, I was at a party. And my friend was inside, so I tried to go back to get her, and then she didn't get caught, but I did. Basically, my brother could have come pick me up, but his car wasn't registered, so he couldn't.
No. Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to get everybody a surprise.
Okay, loving that.
Okay.
But I
Loving
just
a
want to make
surprise.
sure, is there anything like something that somebody definitely doesn't want?
I don't like coffee.
Desiree doesn't like coffee.
I
Keith
think
doesn't
that-
like sweet.
I
Do you-
love you. Keith doesn't like sweet. Keith, what happened? You don't like sweets at all?
You're going to go in with that chest mouth?
I don't know.
That might
That's
make me
so
know what I
ballsy.
want. I don't. I guess sure. Give me a hot chocolate, but make it a surprise.
You know what I'll say?
No
Rainey?
mint.
What if they don't have hot chocolate?
Rainey, I
It's
think
just a
that you
ton of
know me
chocolate.
well enough to know what I would need.
I agree.
I think that Rainey and me have a telepathic. Rainey's
Get you
sort of
something
is.
that you're like, I'm allergic.
No, I'm allergic to nothing.
Yeah.
Not even penicillin.
Does anybody not want caffeine?
Oh, I would love
I
caffeine.
don't want.
I
caffeine.
could have
Okay.
caffeine, but it's also 4:19 p.m.
It's
Yeah.
pretty late.
So and by the way, I'll say this: I have coffee all the time, like
Yeah.
at 6 p.m., and it does not keep me up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that's about. Keith, do you find that you're kept up by caffeine even still waking up with the little baby in the morning? You sort of have the tireds.
I'm tired no matter what.
You know exactly.
All
That's
the
what I'm
time.
saying. But I don't have a problem falling asleep anymore.
No, well, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Got a lot of other stressors.
Aww.
I'm sorry. Keith.
It's okay.
But it's the anxiety that keeps you up, not the tired. Like you're not like I'm not tired because I had caffeine. It's like I'm awake because I'm stressed.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Aw, Keith, I feel like that was very vulnerable. I'm happy
I
that you
appreciate you
did.
sharing
Yeah,
that.
and sometimes.
Because I don't even know. I didn't know you were stressed.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean,
I'm
he
stressed.
owns a
Sometimes.
business.
That's true.
He
Yeah.
does.
That's
he,
a
He
lot.
runs a business.
Well, for your troubles, I'm going to get you a little treat on the
Oh,
company.
thank you so much. Yeah, I guess I would also.
it is on the company.
It's possible I would also take a very plain donut.
Okay.
Keith. Treat yourself. Yeah, Keith's been stressed. He needs a plain donut.
Okay, Desiree, I'm going to give you the headphone. Just make sure nothing sounds crazy.
Okay.
Text me if anything does.
Desiree's
And-
running
running
sound.
sound.
Desiree's running
and
sound.
that the numbers are going up.
And
Okay.
Desiree, so you basically, you were caught underage drinking.
Yeah. More than once, honestly.
More than once. I never was caught.
Yeah, good for you. I have stupid friends that I went back for.
You went back for
Let
them?
him.
Yes.
Let him lose.
No, you never go back for your fallen
One
comrades.
of them was literally puking in the toilet, and her dad was a local cop. So I was like,
Whoa.
"Girlie, we got to get you out of here."
Yeah,
but
that's
then
loyal.
we got stuck. I was texting my mom. I was stuck in the attic, and my mom's like, "Jump! There's snow."
Your mom.
We all hid in the attic because we're freaking idiots.
I mean,
That actually is relatable to me because I was at a party, high school party. I must have been a junior. This was the day before graduation, but I was a junior, so I wasn't graduating. Big fucking party. Kid's parents out of town, but his older sister was there, and she was over 21. And the cops came, and everyone went upstairs. We're all hiding.
Classic.
And the cops go to his sister. His sister answers the door, and she's like, "Hey, you can't come inside." And they're like, "Okay." But we see that there are 20 cars here. So we know that people are in the house. Like, we're not idiots.
Yeah.
So she goes, "Okay." And so there are 50 people upstairs in this tiny bedroom, and we're all trying to stay away from the windows. And she comes up and she goes, "Who is sober? I need people to come down, at least like 15 people or something, to come down and talk to the cops and get breathalyzed because they know people are up here." So then a couple people are like, "Okay, I'm sober." And they start going downstairs. I was not sober. So I'm staying upstairs. And then she comes up again and she goes, "Okay, they know there are more people," because we sent like 8 people. And she's like, "We know there are more people. Who is stoned but hasn't had anything to drink? Who feels like they can keep it together through a breathalyzer?"
That is so crazy.
And then people are like,
thrilling.
"Okay, I think I can." I think I can do it. We're like sending people Hunger Games style downstairs.
That is so funny.
And then they go downstairs, and finally, the cops are like satisfied with this. They're like,
that's
"Okay,
enough, I suppose.
I guess that's enough people, and like we haven't given any tickets, anything, whatever." And then and we're all like down, and we can see the lights, like the fucking flashing lights on all the trees. Finally, it's like 4 a.m, and they finally leave, and then we go downstairs, and we're like, "Okay." And everyone like sleeps on the couch, but it was like
Stressful.
it was
Yeah.
like 3 hours of this.
Stressful.
Crazy.
That's too long. What are those packs of what that are just sort of taped on that dollar store?
I think they're Pokemon,
But I don't think they are.
they look like Pokemon
I
adjacent.
can't
they
even
do.
see
What
that.
we're looking,
I'm gonna go look.
What we're looking at
It's so mysterious to me.
50 cent quarters machine with a horse on it. Honestly, we should do Eat the Menu, but we ride all the rides.
Honestly, these little machines look like fun. I wonder if Keith has quarters.
That would be really funny to ride them. Do you think we'd be over the weight limit?
Probably. I bet you we could throw Rainie on there.
Keith,
They're either Japanese or Chinese Pokemon cards.
Slay.
I'm gonna go in and
Get 'em.
buy some if I can, because they might also be knockoffs.
Don't forget
which
your
is even
receipt.
better.
that's so
Don't forget your
cool.
seat.
Okay, wow. Well, obviously, welcome back to Desiree and me's podcast.
Yes.
If we had a podcast together, what would it be called?
I don't know.
Cool Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question, by the way. You were popular in high school.
Oh my God, we're back to this. I would say it depends who you ask. It was one of those things where, like, if you played sports, you were kind of in, but honestly, people were mean to me, but I was also mean to people. So, it's one of those cycles.
So you were a bully. You were a bully in high school?
Probably in middle school, not in high school, really.
In middle school,
I was the one lesbian in high school that was out. Like,
Were you out in high school?
I was out at like age 15. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that really hard at your school specifically? Like, I don't know what Vermont is like for high school. I mean, it's hard for any kid, but
Specifically, not as hard at my school, but maybe that was just because people already liked me.
oh, sure. Well, here's a big question: if we went to high school together, do you think that we would have been friends?
Wow.
I think so, but it really depends. Like, how would I have known you? Like,
Well,
because-
I did theater.
see, I didn't do theater or anything. I didn't really know the theater kids. I only knew kids if you played sports with me or if we were in the same class. So if you were in the accelerated classes, I would have known you.
Whoa. But you know what I'll also say is you give off the energy, because it is your job, that you would have worked tech or in the production
Wow.
of one of these theater productions.
Honestly, I was more into our journalism classes because back then I wanted to be broadcast journalism.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I honestly think that you should do the morning news.
Thank you so much. I also wanted to do the morning news until I realized how miserable broadcast journalists are.
It doesn't seem
Yeah.
very fun. It's
No.
like you watch it and you go, that'd be fun to do. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, you have to start out in the world's smallest market, so a place, a nowhere town in the middle of USA,
Yeah.
and hate your job, wake up really, really early,
Horrible.
and it's like most of it you just have to do on your own. You don't even get your own camera guy. You're literally doing stand-up on your own. You're literally interviewing people on your own. You got to turn it all around in 24 hours. I go, I don't like this enough.
No.
Literally my senior year of college, my professor was just like, you have to do like your capstone where you're like all doing your own news show,
Yeah.
basically. I was just like, I'll be the weather woman.
Weather Woman sounds fun, though.
Weather woman slapped. I like being the weather woman.
It's
but
raining. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Back to you in the studio.
No, literally, we would go outside. I go, it's windy out. Look at that guy's umbrella blowing by. Like, whatever. Because
That's
he was
fun.
like, he just knew I didn't want to do it. And he was like, sure, enjoy yourself.
So I have two really big things.
Yeah, by the way, welcome back, Rainie, to
Thanks.
Desiree and I's podcast. You might be wondering, where's Keith?
Yeah, that was my first question.
He went shopping at the Dollar
Keith got
Tree.
mad. We offended him. No, he went. He thought there were. No, honestly, the answer is funnier. He thought there were Pokemon cards in the store, and so he went inside.
Aw, I hope there are, because I'm gonna be honest, you guys. We should have gone to Coffee Commissary. I'm concerned about the quality.
What happened?
This had 5 stars on
Wait,
it.
by the way, you only brought back 1 cup.
Yeah, because
We all ordered something. Rainie brought back a tiny bag and 1 cup.
Are we all getting a treat or do we have to share? Are we all sipping out of
no,
this one
this is
cup
this is
together?
actually both for Keith, but it's gonna take 10 minutes.
So wait, what did you get Keith? Or is this going to be a surprise later?
No. I mean, he was the most clear with the orders. I will say I'm excited. I don't even think I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think you guys should guess.
Why would it
What,
have
this
taken
is definitely
10
like a hot
minutes?
chocolate and a plain donut.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
Keith.
how the hot
Keith,
chocolate
we
and
can't
plain
drive away yet, just so you know.
We are not ready to go.
Oh,
they
what'd you
had them?
get?
donut.
This store had it all. There's video games in there.
No way!
At the Dollar Tree?
It's not a Dollar Tree.
Oh, it's a dollar.
It's,
My bad.
Wait, what
it's
the fuck?
A dollar plus.
It's something else in there.
What is the vibe?
It has a little bit of everything.
Everything's $1 though.
No.
Okay, it's on the, I guess it says $1
No,
plus.
no, sir. No,
Yeah.
sir. There's all sorts of prices. It's a very fun vibe. It had all sorts of things. These are absolutely not real Pokemon cards.
They're like fake.
What?
Yeah, these are counterfeit. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's so
I like the
fun.
pink one.
I can tell they're not real because of how loose. Like, there's too much air. This is just
Oh.
crazy.
Keith got
really loose.
counterfeit Pokemon
Yeah,
cards.
I'm thrilled. I've been trying. I've been
Wow.
trying to find counterfeit Pokemon cards forever. You think it'd be easy?
Gotta
No,
catch 'em
yeah.
all.
No,
Gotta catch them all.
because they're very regulated well in America, but not at wherever we are.
That
not
is
at dollar.
really
Ooh, dollar
fun.
plus. Its sign just turned on.
Its sign
the
is
lights are-
strobing.
Sign is strobing.
It's the LA that's blinking.
They were
'cause
very
that's where we
nice.
are.
No, I saw that.
They had all sorts of other fun knockoff toys in the back.
I
it
see
was
these
great.
huge dolls with these big dresses. Those are the things
What
that
did you
intrigue
get
me.
Okay, so I got you all your heart desired, which was the hot chocolate and plain donut.
Yeah.
Now,
We got to wait for the rest of the order.
and they did. It was sort of like those hotel hot chocolate machines.
Oh, so you just cranked it into a cup for me.
She did.
Oh, it's one of the.
It's like a
Yeah.
Swiss Miss.
Oh, I'm
Those
kind
are
of-
the best.
Why
You
was
think
it?
so?
Those
Okay.
are kind of good.
Why
so.
was it going to take 10 minutes?
I
I'm
think
not really sure, to be honest.
I think she got the rest of. Did you guys
Yeah,
sell the
yeah.
same drink or different
No,
drinks?
different.
She said
It's got to be the
gonna-
boba. You got us the boba,
You ordered
right?
boba, huh?
Was that bad?
No,
No, I just
I
was
just
wondering
like
what
I
it
just
was.
feel like the boba would take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She said, I got to make boba.
I have to chef it up. I used
She's
to.
making
yeah.
the little boba tea balls.
She's making you them fresh.
I got to make boba.
Keith knows how to make those now, right?
Oh yes, with with precision,
You made bobos for war?
or without a
Without a war.
without a recipe.
Here.
Or a war recipe.
Okay.
Oh.
This is-
Oh yeah.
a
Do you want
lot.
the headphones back, or do you
is,
want
that
me
a
to be?
is that a coffee?
It's a hot chocolate.
Oh yeah. You have to
Oh.
go back in.
Is that your soda that was from the last
That's-
episode?
yeah.
From last week, a whole
This
week
is
ago.
my soda from whole week ago.
Really?
Well, from last week's
Also,
episode.
I have to say, I was really embarrassed about my GoPro. They kept glancing at it.
Well,
Yeah.
honestly, though, you could have been like, no, what you should have said, Rainie,
Yeah.
if they asked, I drive a motorcycle.
Oh.
And I don't
This
keep it
is
on my
for
helmet.
this is for my safety.
Yes.
I drive.
Rainey, I will
this
say
is-
you're a little bit louder than everybody if you want to adjust
It's
that
stale.
one.
Thank
How's
you.
the donut,
Good work.
Keith?
This is yesterday's
Thank you
donut.
so much.
It's yesterday's donut. You mind if I have a little?
Go ahead.
Oh, you
This is
can,
yesterday's donut.
you can tell by just touching it that it is at least a day old.
Yeah, the guys, it
Yeah.
looks
I'm
so
surprised
good.
by the 5 stars. I have to say that. I mean, maybe. How is it?
Not
It's
good. It's
yesterday's.
not very good.
Well, it's sort of. It tastes like
But-
a little, it's fine.
Let's dip it in the hot cocoa.
The taste is fine. By the way, the cocoa is going to make it better. The taste is fine, but it does taste like oh, I made this yesterday.
This hot chocolate smells just like I finished
Smells
playing
really
in the
good.
snow.
Well, it's Swiss Miss.
I know. Well, that's what I loved. I
That's
grew up
gotta
on
be.
Swiss Miss.
You know,
I
you're
did
like
too.
definitely blocking the hot chocolate dip with that hydro flask from that camera.
They don't need to see it.
I
You
feel
guys
like
don't need to
that's
see
the
it, but
best
trust
part.
me, it's awesome.
It's a podcast.
It smells.
It's a podcast.
Really.
Trust me.
I'm over here thinking about the camera angles.
No.
Now, there is a lot of donut shops in Los Angeles.
Go back in.
Okay, miss
Okay,
you.
Rainie's going back in. Keith, all right, you're opening up your counter for Pokemon cards.
I mean, it could be real, but I don't think they are.
They do not look real.
They don't.
Honestly,
look
this
fake.
dollar looks kind of lit in there.
I know. I'm looking at it
Dude,
and I'm thinking, this
honestly,
is a store I would have loved to see.
I don't
You-
think they would like us to film in there. Yeah, it's
They
fake.
certainly would.
I
be
can tell
worried
these are
about
fake right off the bat.
it. Really?
Yeah, the yellow of the Pokemon Tron.
Wow, it's
The
crazy
yellow
that
of
you know that.
the Pokemon. Are you still into Pokemon cards? Are you still doing that?
I don't buy them, but I'm into them in
you
general.
enjoy the
Yeah,
He
art
buys
of
them
it.
on videos.
I watch them. On
Yeah,
videos.
exactly. Yeah.
I watch them. Okay, you ready?
Uh huh.
That's a guy.
These are they fake?
That's a guy. I don't know any of these Pokemon, but
They-
I think they're real Pokemon.
Are they not in English?
No,
Oh,
this is a Steelix Hollow.
I know that one.
They look pretty good. Now, here's how we actually can find out right now if they are real or not. If you tear them in half and there's a little black line in the middle, it means they were real.
oh my
Really?
gosh.
And if
Okay,
there's
this is like a
not,
magic
they're not.
trick.
They're not. See, there's no black line.
Wait, what is the black line?
That's like the print. It's like something about the manufacturing of real Pokemon cards have a little print thing in between.
Have you ever
Oh.
ripped a real Pokemon card before?
Yes.
To see it?
Does that feel real? Like, is there any difference in the feel that you can remember?
I can tell
These
they're
are
not
thinner.
real.
These are thinner.
They're thinner, and also like the color is just a little bit more washed out than they should be.
Yeah, but you can tell also the print quality, like it just feels a little bit.
Here's the thing. Normally, counterfeit ones almost always have good pulls because they're fake. So they put like
Oh.
really good cards in like every pack. So it's weird that last card didn't have like a crazy card in it.
Right. Is this one for me? This one's you. Oh, Rainie got me a frozen boba treat.
The real-
Hilarious. I've never really had frozen and boba feels like two things that don't really go.
This guy is tripping.
Are we sharing, Rainie? That's okay. We can share.
I certainly did order another one, but I don't.
Oh, I
you know,
like-
we
she
can
did.
share. Sharing
I
sisters.
better get a fucking Charizard.
Keith is
Here, I
open
can
for a
hold it
char.
if you want.
Guys, this is really, honestly, this little sort of strip mall is bringing me a lot back to where I grew up.
Really?
The dollar is indicative of a strip mall really close to my house in Hillsborough, North Carolina. Just the way that it all sort of exists.
I think you should chug a little bit of that, Rainie. Chug, chug, chug.
Not bad.
Chug.
These are
chug,
pretty good
chug,
counterfeit
chug,
cards.
You
chug,
having some,
chug.
Rainie? I guess I'll have some of mine. This is the... And Rainie, which one is this?
Okay, so essentially, who the fuck knows what that is? 'Cause I thought I ordered.
Rainie, what
Sorry, Rainie, what did you say when you ordered it? Who the fuck knows what that could be? It's gigantic. It's frozen. It looks like coffee, and
It
there's
looks so
boba.
good.
But I know, but I want to know what it is.
So
it's going to be like poop
it
flavor.
truly could be one of three things.
Okay.
What? Okay.
I tried to order first Death by Chocolate with 2 espresso shots. She said we don't have espresso, so could
Wait,
be
it was
that.
on the menu though.
No, but Death by Chocolate was.
Okay.
I thought they both said they didn't want
Because
caffeine.
I was gonna get that for you.
I don't like coffee,
Whoa.
Rainie.
Oh fuck! That was the only rule. Okay.
This tastes
Well,
a lot like coffee creamer.
Really? Then I don't know what that is.
Oh,
So that should-
Okay,
that
what
was
else
one
did-
option.
what else do you
did
think
you
it could be?
order?
But she said didn't have espresso shots. But I was like, okay, maybe she got the Death by Chocolate. Then I also ordered horchata.
This is what that is.
Oh, okay.
This is a frozen, a horchata.
Yeah.
This is a froze chata with boba. This is a cultural sin.
It's just a mashup.
Horchata with boba,
Oh my
frozen
God.
with whip. This is a wild combination. Because horchata's so sweet, like regularly with whip.
Also,
Yeah.
the boba doesn't taste good.
The boba tastes a
Yeah.
little bit like it was accidental.
Yeah.
What flavor did we get?
Would
My
you
donut was not
rather
great.
have this or coffee commissary?
That's a really good question.
Coffee commissary would have been a lot better.
Okay, and thank you, Keith. Thank you.
Sorry, guys. The Yelp reviews really had us on all stars.
This hot cocoa is
It's Swiss Miss.
I bet you your hot cocoa is better than ours.
This
It's-
is so
it's okay.
Yeah, our drink sucks.
This is forbidden. You got
What
a
did
Thai
you
iced
order?
tea.
I think a Thai iced tea. Yeah.
But it's like it doesn't really taste like Thai iced tea, and it does taste like artificial flavor.
Well, I think that what's fun
I
about
was
this is that
skiing.
we all kind of we had an
I don't know, man.
experience.
The boba, the way the boba tastes isn't good.
You
And I
think
keep
it's rotten?
sucking them up.
You think it's rotten?
I don't know. I don't really know what rotten boba
I
tastes
feel
like.
a lot like we're on a road trip. And it just has me thinking, when in our lot, like, you know how sometimes you're like, oh, wow, I didn't expect to be here. I'm thinking, what if a couple
Yes,
times
how
the
did we
road,
end
how did
up
the
here?
4 of us end up on a road trip together?
Outside of flashing Dollar Tree sign.
Actually, no,
with
here's how.
Thai
It's
iced
actually
tea.
dollar.
Someone who
Dollar,
works
dollar.
at someone who works at Try Guys is like getting married at a destination wedding. Somehow, me and Keith's wives are out of
Flogging.
are plogging
we're
Flogging.
plugging on the way to the wedding.
on the way to the wedding.
Yeah, makes sense.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Zachary.
Zach's with us.
Zach's with us. Exactly. That's exactly.
That's fun.
Okay, wait. What if I do a destination 30th birthday? Because I've been thinking about what I'm going to do in 2 years for my 30th birthday.
A destination birthday party is so
I know it's
funny.
something that we
That's
can all
awesome.
drive to, and
I
then you
love
guys
it.
can plug on the way.
Okay, Big Bear.
Yeah.
In the summer,
Big Bear in the summer. Me and my friends went, and we like swam and stuff. It was really fun.
Big Bear in the summer.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we are.
The sun went
will
down,
say
and I
with
feel
the-
like we like something happened.
It's only 4:30.
But the sun, I hate it. I hate the sun going down. And when the sun goes down early,
Period. Go on.
I keep drinking this, and
I keep drinking this too. And it's if anyone else wants to sip,
Mine's
go for it.
lovely.
I'm kind of jealous of yours, Keith.
You honestly can have it. It was lovely, but I can't just drink a quart of chocolate.
I
No,
can.
this is also like that was made with water, probably.
Oh yeah.
This is like they took creamer, like coffee creamer, and they blended it up and added fucking cinnamon to it. It's so sweet with boba that's rotting, apparently, according to Desiree.
I don't know. Maybe our boba's different, but mine's not good.
No, you
They're
know what?
definitely the same boba.
Okay, here's the problem with the boba. It's flaccid.
Ew. Oh man. I didn't even have a flaccid boba.
I'm not
because-
drinking the rest of this.
Yeah.
The boba is too flaccid.
Okay, pass over that hot chalky.
Here you go. There is a little bit of donut debris.
I'm sure there
Just so
is.
you know, there's donut debris in the chocolate. It's not gross. It just is weird,
This is
Wow.
a perfect hot chocolate.
right? It is. It's pretty good hot chocolate.
Swiss Miss is classic, man.
I love Swiss Miss.
I did get donut in that one, and that was kind of repulsive.
Yeah, I did. I warned you.
Yeah, you did.
You ever make Swiss Miss with milk?
Oh yeah.
Kind of creams it up, huh?
All right. Keith, hit it to the office.
Keith, hit it to the office. Drive! Well, Desiree, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I hope you enjoyed my storage unit.
I really did. Oh my God, I have a headache from the fucking horchata.
Yeah.
I don't know
my
why.
stomach doesn't feel good, and I only had like 2 sips.
So are we gonna go back and give them a 1 star to bring down that 5-star rating?
think
Guys, they had a 5-star. Everything was good.
And
in
it was
there.
like 50, right?
Yeah, there was
Crazy.
some good amount of votes on there.
5-star review.
59 5-star reviews.
Shit.
Look at it.
What if
And
they
then
bought
also
'em?
it says Nut Den. Oh my God, there was cum in that.
Ew.
Oh God, do you have to deal with this all the time?
Literally.
Rainie, cut it.
The amount of things that came out of Miles's mouth already. That he's like, I gotta cut that one.
Well, of
Honestly,
course.
I don't even. I mean, last week I did say like a lot.
Rainie's saying wild stuff all the
Yeah,
time.
I am. I'm honestly
Seatbelts
kind
in
of proud of myself. I used to be sort of prudish.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to like honestly never talk about farts.
Wait, talk about farts? Is that what you're saying?
We're talking about farts all the time.
Every episode, top of every episode.
We honestly, sometimes we bring it up again, and I'm like, whoa, we really do bring this up every time.
Why do people listen to that?
That's a good question.
Don't let them think about it.
Don't let them consider
Don't-
that they couldn't. I think
Don't
they think they're
yeah,
trapped.
don't do that.
Wait, Rainie, you were prudish? You didn't want to talk about bodily stuff?
Yeah, like literally, my mom was like, "I can't believe you talk about farts so much on the tripod," because I literally used to like never talk about it.
I feel like that's a very big female thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Everyone's scared of the gas.
Girls don't poop.
I remember this really popular guy in middle school coming up to me and my friend being like, "I have a really important question. Do girls poop?" And I freaked out.
You fumbled the answer?
Well, what do you say if you're 13?
No. No,
I'd be
we
like,
don't.
what do you think?
Yeah, what do you
You
think?
make it a little flirty.
Yes,
somehow.
but it's different than yours.
Mine's pink with glitter.
With glitter.
Well, if you want to,
How are you gonna end that one?
Become more.
If you want to poop.
If you want to be less prudish in your life, maybe
Nice
you
deep.
could do that with a little ad vice from our very own Miles Bonsignore with advice that'll go for miles.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
Look up, Rainie. All right, look up. I think it's not this, but look up Odwalla water bottle.
Yeah, what about him? I love him.
Was it called Odwalla?
Awalla.
Owalla.
Awalla.
Have you ever wanted to soak yourself raw?
Keep going. Keep going.
Have you ever wanted to waterboard your thoughts
Yes.
and hydrate beyond belief?
Yes.
I have revolutionized what it is to sip and what it is to suck. And what it is to go. I've been slurping and sucking my way through a new water bottle. I have to tell you about it. Basically,
Miles' advice on how to
This is
suck.
not an advice. Is an ad. This is an ad that you're not being paid for.
okay, but I took a back pocket deal for the water bottle company.
Honestly,
If
I
you
support
are
where this
a
is going.
hashtag Odwalla partner, then I get it.
I support where this is going. I also
I'm
love these
not,
water
but
bottles.
I did get a new water bottle and I really love it, and it's been making me suck the water down. Owalla water bottle is a really good water bottle to have, and here's why, Keith.
Wait, we're passing the airport. Check out the planes, everybody.
All right, hold for plane.
Hold for plane,
Hold for
not
plane.
audio.
Not for the audio, for
Visual.
the video.
Anyways, proceed. Sorry.
Basically, it's a water bottle. Oh, do you have to choose between being able to suck and being able to gulp? No longer.
Nope.
Because other water bottles are like, here's a little nipple for you to fucking play with.
No
or
nipple.
here's a little open faucet for you to drown yourself
Yeah.
in. What's great about the Owalla water bottle is you can have it like where the water bottle stays upright and you go like through a little straw.
Yep.
Or
Or
you can guzzle it down like it's a big vat of juice.
Yep.
And I really like it. The colors are really cute on it, and it's got a little safety cap. It's got a little a fun spring-loaded cap mechanism. I really like it. If you're thinking about getting a water bottle, it's been a while for me since I've had a water bottle that I really liked.
Agreed. Me too.
And I really like this one, and I just want to say that I feel like I was really dehydrated for the last 9 years.
whoa.
And
Well-
I think that only now am I hydrating properly.
I like a lot of different water bottles.
Nope. I'm gonna say a
No.
wall of
No.
water bottles are also
Nope.
the best. I got a bunch for all my
You.
family
Can
for
you
Christmas.
wash them?
Desiree.
Can you put them in the dishwasher?
Yes, you can put them in the dishwasher.
Okay, sold.
Most of them you can.
Top shelf.
Top shelf
shelf.
item for a top shelf gal.
I will give you one little tip though. So there's this little rubbery.
Desiree's tip of the week.
There's this little rubbery part in the Awala water bottle. And if you don't clean that regularly, it will get moldy. But you can remove it and replace it.
Ooh.
Awala is kind of trying to make a buck out of everybody, and they will not give you a replacement part. They will only make you buy a $6 lid. But on Amazon today, I actually did just buy new replacements for the little.
Because your water bottle was molding?
Yeah, I don't clean my water bottle as much as one should.
People,
But
that is
also,
actually,
if I
people forget
put-
about that.
Yeah, and also sometimes I put liquid IV in it for like rugby, and then I leave it in there.
Put other stuff in.
That's I needed some electrolytes one time, and
Yeah.
Honestly, what you should do is you take them like a shooter, which I know you know how to do, Desiree. And
correct.
but I like to sometimes take the liquid IVs or the little powders or the tinctures in a small thing, and then I feel like it's such a risk. You
Yeah.
risk your water bottle smelling like that liquid IV for the
Yeah.
next 10 years.
Mhm.
I totally get that.
It's like when
Do
you were in
not-
college
do
and
not
you
do you
foolishly
disagree?
put
No, I think
liquor
you can
in a
just
water bottle.
clean it
Yeah,
out.
bad idea.
I will say, I don't know, maybe try it in your Awala water bottle, but I just clean it out and it's good.
All right.
I'll let you know
You
because
don't-
I
you don't
have
taste
had
the
liquid
remnants?
IV in my water bottle since Saturday and I haven't opened it, and I will open it tonight at rugby practice.
Oh.
Wait, sorry, Desiree. You put a flavor in your water bottle and it's existed there since Saturday?
Yeah,
Really-
I kind of put
it's
it in
gonna
my
be bad
rugby bag and I
news.
forgot about it.
That's
Usually
all
I
right.
do use it every day, but when I don't have it with me, I just forget.
Pray for Desiree.
Hashtag pray for Desiree.
Hashtag pray-
Desiree, that's gonna be really, really moldy. Well,
Hashtag pray the
it should be
Des
fine.
array.
if it's not moldy though, then it's
Pray
also
they keep
concerning because it's
Desiree.
like this isn't food. You know what I mean? Like this is like powder.
It
Which I
is
guess it
powder.
is.
It is
I've
powder.
even found
We'll
that
see.
sometimes washing a water bottle, sometimes it'll smell like the soap.
Yeah.
It
I
just
know.
is a
I
risky
hate that.
maneuver to wash a water bottle, but you got to do it.
You gotta.
Safety first.
Maybe just hot water.
You know what's
I
not a
don't know.
joke? Safety.
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 Keith, it is with the official Tripod theme song.
Well, thanks for coming with us to the places that we went. We went and put some things away and then got some shitty drinks. And Keith bought some counterfeit things from Japan. And then we headed back home in a van. The Tripod.
Have a good ass week.